Spurgeon here with RevZilla TV to talk to you about the Klim Valdez Parka, available at RevZilla.com. So for 2016, Klim has updated the Valdez Parka. You're getting increased comfort and increased ventilation. Klim has doubled the amount of vents on this jacket. You're still going to have that 3-layer Pro Shell Gore-Tex here, keeping you nice and dry, helping to wick sweat away. This is really going to be for you riders out there that are going to be aggressive sled riders. You're working up a sweat and you're really wanting the maximum amount of ventilation and breathability out of your snow gear. Now, as far as sizing is concerned, Ed on my left-hand side is going to be 6 foot, 215 pounds with a 46-inch chest. We have him in a large. Now, it bears to mention, sizing is going to depend on how you layer underneath this. If you are an aggressive rider, you have a thin base layer on, the large is going to fit Ed perfectly. If he's going to be layering up with a bunch of different mid layers, he's going to want to size up to an extra large. So keep that in mind. Sizing is going to depend on exactly how you plan on layering with this particular piece. Now, sizes will range from a small up to a 3XL. There's 4 different colorways available. There's a black, a red, a blue, and we're going to have Ed in the neon orange. Looks great out there when you're out in the snow. Nice contrast with it. We can see Ed coming from a mile away. Now, Klim is really known for their role in the off-road and snow world. With something like the Valdez Parka, you're looking at maximum comfort, maximum ventilation, and again, maximum breathability with that 3-layer Pro Shell from Gore-Tex. If you want to take a step up from this, consider this Stealth jacket. The Stealth is going to take everything you see here, carry over a lot of the features, but they're going to swap it over from a Cordura body into an actual stretch Gore-Tex, and that's the bump up that you're going to see. But again, around the $500 price point, this is going to be for you riders out there looking for maximum breathability and again, that nice Cordura base. So speaking of the Cordura, let's start with what we've seen change and update for 2016. And the main thing is going to be the actual material used. What they've done is they've gone to a 315D Cordura body, which kind of lightens up the overall feel of the jacket. And then they've done 420 overlays in your impact zones, your shoulders, working your way down through the elbows. Everything you see in gray here is going to be that 420 overlay. Now, the other thing that they've really changed and updated for 2016 is the venting on this piece. They've doubled the amount of vents. You used to have 2 main vents in the chest. They've gone to 4. They've maintained the pit vents. They've maintained the forearm vents. And then they've gone ahead and they've added 2 vents to the back where there was typically only 1. So this is a jacket, again, if you're an active rider out there, you are going to get a massive amount of direct ventilation straight to your body, really going to help to keep you cool when you're out there working up a sweat. Now let's start with the top and we're going to work our way through this. Fleece line collar, nice snap at the top. We're going to have Ed unzip this once we get to the end, but for right now you're looking at YKK, water resistant zips to keep everything out. And again, as you work your way through the shoulder blades on here, you're going to notice there is padding at the shoulders. If you're wearing a backpack, it's going to just do a nice job of giving you a little bit of extra comfort added at your shoulders. And if you don't want them in there, pull them out, throw them away. You don't need to keep it in there. Now, working your way down through here, you're going to see a little bit of reflectivity right above the Klim logo. And I'm going to hold your hand up for a second. You're going to see that 420 carry all the way down through the forearm. You are going to have that direct venting at the forearm. Helps to push airflow up through. Really just a great job with the venting on this overall piece. Velcro cuff, and I'm going to pull this out. You can see it. There is going to be an extra cuff liner on the inside, and really this is going to help if you are trying to buckle everything down and warm up a little bit. It's going to keep from air pushing up your sleeve, cooling you down when you're trying to stay warm. And I'll go ahead and zip that up for you. Now, final thing of note, as far as updates in the front are concerned, they've changed the pockets. It used to be a top-loading pocket. They've done away with that, and they've gone to a true hand warmer pocket on either side. Ease of entry, really if you're just standing around waiting for your buddies to catch up to you because you're faster than they are, you can stick your hands in your pocket and stay nice and toasty. And I'm going to have you turn and face away and throw your hand up in the rider position for me. Now, one of the things you're going to notice, you do have that pit zip underneath your armpit. They did change this a little bit. It's not going to go through the entire crux of the armpit, which was actually hard to open and close. They've just maintained it so it runs down the inside of the arm. Still get great ventilation pulling into those high temporal zones, but it's just a little bit easier to use. You can see as it works its way down, nice articulated lines. And you can see that first of the back vents that we were talking about, and they've changed it. It used to be a horizontal vent along the back, and they've gone to a vertical vent. And I'm going to have you face backwards for me so we can get a better look at this. And let's start just at the top, and we're going to pull through on this. you are going to have a shock cord. And this is going to really work to just tighten down the collar, give you a fine tune so you don't have air pushing up into your helmet. A little bit of reflectivity along the top. You can see that 420D Cordura carries along the shoulder blades. As you work your way down, you can see exactly what I'm talking about with the vents. If you take a look at the old Valdez, there was one horizontal vent that went right across the middle of the back. They've changed that, and they've gone to a dual vertical vent setup, one vent on each side, and this is really going to help to maximize airflow. That air that's pushing through from the front is going to better pull out the back and really give you a nice effect to keep that air moving across and keeping you nice and cool when you're out there working up a sweat on your sled. Nice drop seat to this, going to give you maximum coverage over your pants. You're not going to have to worry about having that gap where your jacket ends and your pants begin. Ed, I'm going to be turning face forward for me, and go ahead and just unzip that. Nice Velcro overlays, and again, YKK zips on this. As we open this up, you're going to see again that fleece line collar done really nicely up top, and that fleece carries through. So even though this is not a thermal line jacket, you are going to get a little bit of a fleece buffering up the front just to block some of that wind. And if you want to bypass that, you open up all those massive vents and you let all the wind in to cool you down. Now you are going to have a dual Napoleon pocket on this. The Napoleon pocket on the left-hand side will have a pass-through for your earbuds, so you can run your iPod in there, run the earbuds up into your helmet, and it's a nice little added part for that Napoleon pocket. Final thing of note, there is a snow skirt on the bottom of this particular jacket. You can fasten that up. No air or snow is going to push up through the jacket, and there is a nice silicone layer along the bead on the bottom so it stays in place. You're not going to see it riding up on you or pulling up on you. Ed, you can go ahead and zip that up for me. Now, again, it bears to mention, with the Valdez, this is for you active sled riders out there. You're looking at 3-layer Pro Shell Gore-Tex. You're looking at a massive amount of vents, maximum breathability to keep you cool when you need it most. Now, there's a lot of different gear out there from Klim, and there's a lot of different riders rocking it. If you want to hear more about what they have to say, click the info button. Read what other riders are using when they're out there tearing it up on their sleds. If you have more questions for us, never hesitate. Get in the phone, give us a call, 877-792-9455, or simply type us out an email, cs@RevZilla.com. Thank you for joining us for this look at the Klim Valdez Parka. I'm Spurge. Enjoy the ride.